Hello, my fellow football fanatics. Welcome to another week of Stirring the Pot, where we like to stir it up. All right, here we are live in Kansas City. My name is the one, the only Tyler Mullendor. And sitting to my left is my co-host for the night, Casey Curitan.
I'm back.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen, and coming to us remotely for another episode of Stirring the Pot is my brother from the same mother, Nicholas, the Doctor Mullendor.
What's up?
All right, fellas. Here we go. You know, we had Lady Luck last week on the show, and she picked the biggest upset of the whole dang year. So, you know what? We're going to hopefully be able to ride on that momentum, and we're going to try and keep it going. All right, so here we go, guys. First of all, first game, we got Browns and Bills. Browns are 3-6. The Bills are 6-3. The Browns last week lost to Miami. The Bills lost to Minnesota in the game of the week, the game of the year. The Bills favored by 8.5 on this game. Actually, you guys know what? I forgot to even mention the Browns-Bills game has been moved to Detroit because of snow in Buffalo. It's supposed to be 5 feet of snow in Orchard Park, so they're moving it to Detroit. Crazy ordeal. So maybe, I don't know if that gives the Browns an advantage because, you know, you thought the Bills were going to play outside in the snow, and that's, you know, they're going to dominate because that's where they're from. You know, cold teams do good in cold weather. Anyways, but they lost to Minnesota. Josh Allen going up against the number 19 pass D of the Browns. Jacoby Brissett going up against the number 14 pass D of the Bills. Couple middle of the road pass D's. I look for Brissett to struggle. And, speaking of Brissett, you know, Deshaun Watson practiced this week for the first time since his suspension. But they said he's actually not going to be eligible to start till like December or something. But anyway, so there we go. Casey, who you picking for this game?
I'm going to start off with stirring up the pot and go with the Browns.
Oh, he's taking the Browns. Nick, what do you got to say about Casey's pick?
I love it. Let's get them back-to-back losses. Cooper and Peoples-Jones are gonna have a game. Let's go with it.
Let's go.
You riding with the Browns. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Next game, Eagles and Colts. Eagles are 8-1. Last week, the Eagles lost to the Commandos on the upset of the year, which old lady Luck picked that one last week. You know, she said she prefers to wear burgundy and yellow over that green and silver. And she was right, you know. They did it. They pulled it off. All right, the Colts, they got Jeff Saturday over there coaching that thing. You know, they're 4-5-1. They beat Vegas last week. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Like, you know, Vegas is one of the worst teams in the whole league. They got Matt Ryan actually throwing the ball for the Colts this week. His over-unders at 228.5, going up against the number 2 pass D of the Eagles. Nick, what do you think? Is Ryan going to get that over-under? 228.5? You taking the over the under, Nick? Let me know right now. Come on, pick it.
Under.
Yeah, you're right. Under. That dude, number 2 pass D of the Eagles. That dude's throwing for 150. And Hurts going up against the Colts actually have the number 7 pass D of the league. So, you know, anyways, well, let's pick the game. Who are you picking, Casey?
Eagles.
Easy. Nick, who you picking?
Yes, sir.
Eagles, Hurts all the way, baby. Colts, yep. Next game, Lions Giants. This is kind of a cool game to me. Lions 3-6, Giants 7-2. Giants favored by 3 in this matchup. Last week the Lions beat Chicago, which whatever. Last week the Giants beat Houston, which whatever. They got Goff. Here we go, Nick. Pick me an over/under. Goff going up against the number 18 pass D of the Giants, which ain't that good. Goff's over/unders at 230.5 yards.
Under. We're going, under again. Matt Ryan for sure. Golf too.
Yeah, Goff too. Well, my gut says he ain't throwing that. Not, not against the Giants. It's 7-2. And they got, check this out, Jones. Check this kind of crazy stat. Jones throwing the ball for the Giants. His over/under is 194.5, and the Lions have the number 27 pass D in the whole league. Casey, you picking the over or the under for Daniel Jones?
Over.
Yeah, you would think it's the number 27 pass D, but who knows? All right, yep. Casey, who you picking to win this one, Lions or Giants?
I'm gonna go underdogs. Go Giants.
Oh, the Giants are favored. So the Giants are the overdogs, but yeah, you're taking the Giants. All right, Nick, who you taking, Lions or Giants?
I'm with Casey. Jonesy boy's gonna take it.
Jonesy boy's gonna take it. You know what, man? They say you are what your record is, but to me, Jared Goff and the Lions, they have all this potential, and the Giants are like that team just barely scraping by. So I see it coming down to the wire, but yeah, I'm taking the Giants too. Anyways, next game, boys. Here we are, the Jets, Nick's favorite team, and the old Patriots. Check this out, Nick. Listen to this. Guess what the Jets' record is?
Well, it's much higher than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's 6-3. And what's the Patriots' record?
What is it?
5-4, buddy. So who's favored in this game, Nick?
Maybe Jets by 2.
Patriots by 3.5.
All right.
Say what? Exactly. That's what I thought too. I'm taking the Jets, right? Why not? Who you taking, Nick? You taking the Jets or the Patriots?
I'm on it. Jets, Jets. Let's go.
The Jets and the Pats both coming off the bye. Dude. Okay. Patriots got the number 11 pass D. Jets got the number 9 pass D. Okay, Mac Jones over under is at 203.5. Wilson's over under is at 190.5. Tell me your thoughts, Nick. What are you thinking on that?
Man. I'm rooting for Wilson. We just gotta hide our moms.
Yeah, dude. So check it out, bro. You know what? I think if Wilson takes the under, the Jets win. Like seriously, if that dude just throws 150 yards and maybe one little dinker touchdown and no picks, and the Jets play good D and just run the ball, then I think they win. Like I think that's they need to go with the old Patriots method. Good D, limit the quarterback play, time of possession, all that. If they put Zach Wilson out there throwing 30, 40 passes a game, yeah, the Patriots are going to eat him alive.
I support it.
Kind of weird that your quarterback success is inversely proportional to your winning column. But anyways, all right, oh, Casey, my bad, bro. I'm cutting you off. Who you picking, Jets?
Jets. Yep.
Jets, baby. All right, next game, Panthers, Ravens. Panthers are 3-7. Ravens are 6-3. Guess who's throwing the ball for the Panthers, fellas? Tell me, Nick. Y'all know you know.
What's his name? PJ?
No, PJ's out. Baker Mayfield is the starter. Everyone tries to run away from Baker Mayfield, and what's he do? He gets back in the league and keeps starting. The Ravens are favored by 13 points in this game. But check this out. The Ravens have the number 28 pass defense in the league. And when P.J. Walker got hurt, Baker Mayfield came in and marched him down the field and for 3 touchdown drives in a row. And then when they won the game, he took his helmet off and head checked everyone walking off the field from his own team, and they had helmets on and he didn't. And he was just going ham on them. And now he's starting again. So is this to Baker Mayfield? Remember, Baker Mayfield was his best when he took that flag at USC and stabbed it in the ground, and the Warrior in the middle of the Trojans logo. Like, he's the best when he takes the gloves off. You know what I'm saying? So are we gonna see a little breakout? I don't know. You know, are they gonna beat the Ravens? I don't know. Nick, tell me who you picking on this, brother.
Does he have a over/under on passing yards?
No, he don't, because he don't have enough data behind him for them jokers in Vegas to trying to come up with a number to steal your money, you know?
Right. I'm thinking I like it. Baker's going to have a good game. They're still going to lose, though. A little bit of Nick Foles energy. He's gonna do well, but they're gonna
the old BD.
Yeah.
Casey, who you riding with on this one, brother?
Ravens.
We're gonna. Sometimes you bet with your heart, and sometimes you bet with smart money.
Yep.
So, all right. There we go. Next game, the Commandos against the Texans. All right, the Commandos are 5-5. The Texans are 1-7-1. All right, next game, Commanders and Texans. The Commanders are 5-5. The Texans are 1-7. Commanders favored by 3 in this game. The Commanders last week beat Philadelphia, knocked off their undefeated season with Taylor Heineke. I'm kind of a little fan of Heineke, buddy. I'm going to ride with him. Heineke's over-under this week is 215.5, going up against the number 16 pass D of the Texans. Last week, the Texans lost to the Giants. And they got old Mills throwing the ball for the Texans. His over-under's at 223.5, and the Commanders got the number 15 pass D. So literally the two middle pass Ds this week going against each other. And Heineke at 215, Mills at 223. Nick, who you picking, buddy?
Texans are gonna lose. I mean, Commanders are going to go back-to-back. I like it. Keep the streak going.
What do you think about Heineke? You believe he's the real deal, or he ain't?
I don't know. I feel like we might need a few more games.
I like how he plays with a little bit of reckless abandon.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, he's got a few good receivers, so.
All right, Casey, you picking Commanders or Texans, buddy?
Texans.
Okay.
All right, Nick, who are you taking the over or under on Heineke on his yards? 215.
I don't know. That's a coin toss to me.
Yeah. And what about Mills? 223.5 over under.
I'm going under on Mills.
I'm taking over on Heineke, under on Mills.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'm taking Commanders to win and Texas to implode a little more. All right, next game, fellas, Rams and Saints. Rams are 3-6. My God. The Saints are 3-7. Last week, the Rams lost to Arizona. Cooper Cup is out with a high ankle, or he's on IR. He's done for the year. Stafford, they got Stafford's back this week after concussion protocol. His over-under's at 232.5. The Saints got the number 6 pass D, actually. Saints last week lost to Pittsburgh. Dalton throwing the ball for the Saints. Dalton's over-under is 212.5, going up against the number 17 pass D of the Rams. They got the Saints favored in this game. This is how I see it. All right, Stafford, he ain't going over no 232.5 against the number 6 pass D. Stafford's been struggling his ass off. He's done. Dalton, 212.5. It's the number 17 pass D. That's a coin flip. That's a pick 'em on that. And the Rams winning the game, I don't know. Without Cooper Cup, to me, this is a pick 'em game. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, same thing. I'm not very excited to watch this game. Coin flip.
I think it's actually might be quite interesting. I mean, both these teams, it might be close. But me, I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one.
I like it. Upset alert with the Rams. All right, next.
Might be either really boring or really interesting. We're gonna see.
I think it'll be close. That's for sure.
All right, fellas. Next game, Bears and Falcons. The Bears are 3-7. Falcons are 4-6. Falcons actually favored in this game by 3. The Bears last week lost to Detroit. The Falcons last week lost to Carolina. The Falcons have the number 32 pass D in the whole league. And yet, Justin Fields over under on yards is only 177.5. The Bears got the number 10 pass D, and Mariota's over under is at 164.5. Casey, who you picking, buddy?
I'm going with the underdogs, Bears.
You taking the Bears, really? Wow. You riding with Justin Fields.
Oh, that's wild.
You think...
we're going to see something.
We going to see something. Nick, tell me how you're feeling.
Same thing. Coin flip, not excited to watch the game. I'll go with the Bears too, though.
Say what? You guys are psychos, man. I thought you guys were my family and friends. And holy smokes, dude. Justin Fields against the number. This is how good your quarterback is going up against the worst pass defense in the whole league. And his over-under is 170 yards. Like, what are you talking about? If Patrick Mahomes is playing the Falcons, his over-under is going to be 387. You know what I'm saying? It might be 550. You know, like, what are you talking about? Look, Mariota going up against the number 10 pass D, and his over-under is about the same number. And Mariota ain't even that good. That just shows you how actually bad Fields is at throwing the ball. Everyone says Fields is the second coming of Cam Newton. Yeah, right. You don't have to. I need to let it go. I have problems with anger, and I'm sorry, Justin Fields. I mean, you got muscles. You can slide and you can slip and slide in the rain, but can you win games? No. So yeah, I'm taking the Falcons, dude. I think I'm taking the under on both these quarterbacks.
Yeah, for sure.
Mariota, I called him Steady Eddie a couple weeks ago. He was doing good, but he's not. He fell off the last 2 weeks, So, all right, I'm over it. Next game. Here we go. AFC West divisional matchup. The Raiders and the Broncos. Nick, just tell me who you picking. Just tell me who you picking. I ain't even gonna read the stats, man. We were born and bred in Kansas City. We know the truth about these two teams. Just speak on it.
Well, that's the thing is we're not fans of either of them. Like which one do we hate less, I guess.
Yep.
I'm I would traditionally say we're against the Raiders more, but I'm a little bit of a Devontae Adams fan. And even though they lost Hunter Renfro, I'm still going Raiders.
I agree with you. I'm going with Raiders. I hate to have to pick between either one of these teams, but I honestly believe Raiders is gonna win this one.
You know what? You guys made a couple points there. And okay, you know what? I actually want the Raiders to win this game. But it's only because the Raiders are 2-7 and the Broncos are 3-6. And I know the Raiders are not going to become anything. But Russell Wilson still has a sliver of hope left in his existence. But anyways, yeah, no, you said you're a Devontae Adams fan? Okay.
Well, it's
Bro, you know that dude, it has assault charges filed against him for shoving a cameraman at Andy's Sacred Acre at One Arrowhead Drive. And you know what I'm saying? At our church, the Chiefs Church. The simple cameraman, a salt of the earth man, was just trying to do his job. And Devontae Adams just got done getting his ass spanked. And then what this guy do was just walking by, and Devontae Adams said, "Hey, I'm a professional athlete that works out for a living, and the only thing you've ever lifted in your life is a boom mic, and I'm just gonna gut check your ass and put you on the ground, and then I'm gonna act like nothing happened." So Devontae Adams, I respect his abilities as a player, but I hope he gets suspended for a whole year.
all right. Okay. I'm actually live at the stadium now. So I'm about One Arrowhead Drive. Okay. When I mean a fan, you're right. I should take into account of off field or like personal
A
characteristics.
fan of his ability to put up fantasy points as a
I'm
Packer.
strict, I'm strictly
Like that.
talking.
That's what I'm a fan of. Why I picked Aaron Rodgers on my squad this year. Wish Devontae Adams stayed in Green Bay and we'd all be winning.
Right. I'm strictly talking about fantasy points. And I drafted him first round. I went heavy on receivers and he's
That's
been
why you're
putting up.
struggling so bad, man. The actual. You bring up a weird point. We're getting off on a tangent, but actual actual football is about wide receivers and quarterbacks. But I'm telling you, the key to good fantasy football is to find that secret running back that is going to be good, because the running backs are almost so unpredictable from year to year that if you can hit on the good running backs, which there's so few of the good ones, if you can get a couple good ones that are consistent, like you can pick up a wideout that's getting hot at any time because they're always cycling through them and everything. But if you can get one of the top running backs and be running back heavy, I feel like you actually do better in fantasy. Which in reality, in the real NFL, they just sell running backs a dime a dozen and move on from them. And then they start paying wideouts big money.
Yeah, coming from the guy who picked up Kenneth Walker the third or whatever. I see what you're saying.
I drafted Chubb in the first round, bro.
Yeah, it is tough on running backs. Like Cam Akers, that one didn't pan out for anyone.
And I still got Ezekiel Elliott, and I drafted Pacheco too because I knew if I could stay healthy at running back, then I can pick up a wideout off the waiver wire. There ain't no running back on the waiver wire that's going to be putting up points. You know what I'm saying? The running back position is actually weak in reality, so it's more valuable in fantasy because it's more less supply, more demand. You see what I'm saying?
No, yeah, for sure.
So that's why I always draft running backs high in fantasy. But
No, I think
if I was an actual GM, I'd be drafting hella wideouts and just picking up 6th-round running backs like Pacheco and just making them battle it out and then pay them nothing and then continue to win off their hard work.
No, you're right. I mean,
And
this is
from a business perspective,
yeah. This year is the first year I went heavy wide receivers, and this is the first year I'm not good. So
yeah.
maybe.
See, and I actually, but life's about balance, I went heavy on, I always go heavy on running backs, and typically I do pretty good, but I think it was actually a hair too heavy on running backs, and I didn't get any wideouts. So, anyways, what game was we on? Damn it,
Vikings.
yeah, here we go, Cowboys Vikings. You're gonna like this one. The 6-3 Cowboys against the 8-1 Vikings. The Vikings just beat Buffalo last week. The Cowboys lost to Green Bay. Green Bay been sucking forever. And the Cowboys, they thought the Cowboys were going to smoke Green Bay. And what Green Bay do? Come out and beat them. And you know what? That was last week, even though Green Bay lost again on Thursday. So Green Bay's out. So really, the Cowboys lost to a team that they thought, the team of Green Bay that they thought was on a comeback, but actually Green Bay just had a mediocre day and the Cowboys lost. But you know who's favored in this game? The Cowboys by 1.5. Okay, the Vikings just beat Buffalo. The Vikings are 8-1, and their only loss was their second game of the season. They beat everybody. They beat Miami. They beat Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? They beat Green Bay on the first game of the year, like 27-5 or 27-7 or whatever. I don't know. To me, the Vikings are legit and the Cowboys are not. So how is the Cowboys even favored? And also, they got Prescott. His over/under 251.5 yards. Cousins over/under 255.5. You know what the Vikings pass D is? Number 29. Cowboys pass D number 4. And the quarterbacks are the same. So who's the better quarterback according to these statistics? The way I see it, if Prescott's going up against the number 29 pass D, then he should be able to throw 300 or 400 yards if he's an elite quarterback. Patrick Mahomes would be smoking this defense. And they got Kirk Cousins going up against the number 4 defense, and his over-under is the same as Dak's. I don't know. And you're favoring the Cowboys? I'm calling upset alert. I'm taking the dang Vikings, and I bet they win by 14. Watch it. Nick, tell me, am I overreacting? Am I special, or am I special?
No, I'm with you 100%.
We know you're special, Tyler.
Aren't we all? Yeah, I mean, and I don't even know if Ezekiel Elliott's going to play this week. I mean, and if he doesn't, I mean, Pollard's doing a good job, but nah.
Who cares if Ezekiel Elliott plays? It might as well be Ray Charles out there playing.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. They got the new tight end in there. Vikings all the way for sure.
Bro, did you see the catch Jefferson made at the end of the game against the Bills in the fourth quarter?
No.
Bro, they were about to lose, and it was a pick. And he went up one hand.
I did see it.
The guy had two hands on it like this, catching it, and he reached his hand up in behind it, and one hand gripped it out from between them, and then one handed it to the ground. Just snatched it. That game was so crazy, dude. And then it was like first and goal with like a minute to go, and they were gonna win. They were down by 4, and right after that play, and then the Bills stopped them on 4th and goal, and the Bills were still winning by 4. And all they had to do was they were on the 1-yard line. All they had to do was get out of the end zone to be able to kneel it to win the game. And Josh Allen fumbled the snap on the 1.5 yard line, and the Vikings recovered it, and the Vikings scored a touchdown and went ahead. And then the Bills went down and put up a field goal and tied it up, and then it went to overtime. And then the Vikings went down and kicked the field goal, and then the Bills got the ball, and they thought the Bills were going to be able to win. And the Bills, Josh Allen threw a pick to the same guy he threw a pick to earlier in the game. And it sealed the deal. It was about the craziest. The only reason I ever got to see it because I was watching that red zone after the Chiefs game, and I was like, holy smokes, like about every 5 minutes. And you know what the guy said? I forget it. Is it Ian Eagle? I can't remember the announcer. But all that time at the end of the game, at the goal line, you know what the announcer goes? He goes, we've lived a long and full life down here at the goal line. I was like, the game went on for 30 minutes. There's only 30 seconds left in the game. And just, first and goal, second goal, third and goal, fourth and goal, turnover, touchdown, overtime, turnover, field goal. Holy moly.
Man.
It's insane. But anyways, all right, next game, guys. I'm cutting you off, Casey. Who'd you pick it?
I told them Vikings.
Oh, yeah, Vikings. They going to win this one. All right, next game, Bengals, Steelers. Who you got?
Bengals.
You taking the Bengals. What about you, Nick?
I'm with Casey.
Bengals, yes. Steelers suck.
Go Bengals.
Pickett's over-unders at 215 against the number 12 Bengals D. I'm going under on that. Pickett's going to struggle. Burrow's over-under is at 252.5. But the Steelers got the number 30 pass D, bro.
250.
What do you think, Nick? You think Burrow will do it? I think he might do it. You think he might do it?
Yeah, I still hate that Chase is out, but I'm a cool Joe
Oh,
fan.
he's still out? Jamar?
He's still out.
What about T. Higgins and who else they got?
Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd. That's the guy.
I'm going. That's 252. I mean, that's a few yards, but I'm going over.
All right.
Same.
All right. Now we got Sunday night, fellas. The Chiefs and the Chargers. All right, Chiefs are 7-2. Chargers are 5-4. Our boys, the Chiefs, baby. The Chiefs, we only favor about 5 points.
Only 5?
Yeah. Dude, last week the Chargers lost to San Fran. We beat Jacksonville. Chargers got the number 13 pass D, and the Chiefs have the number 25 pass D, which sucks. But we got like the number 5 run D, but we're not really, well.
Really? Number 5?
Yeah, we're pretty good, but not very many people run the ball anymore, so is that kind of an altered statistic? But we got Chris Jones on the interior line, so he just shuts everything down. But is Herbert going to light us up? That's the question. Because every time the Chiefs, Mahomes, and Herbert get together, it's a shootout, and it's down the wire, and Herbert throws the ball on the string.
It's going to be interesting.
But Mahomes is going to, come on now. Mahomes is going to put it to him.
Oh, yeah.
That dude, Tony. What do you think about Tony, Nick, that our new wideout?
Wow. Have we seen him much?
He scored a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
He did. I think that was his first NFL touchdown ever, which I thought he had one before that. But
yeah, I guess not, though, but yeah.
Kid's on the rise. Man.
He looked athletic. He did a little jet sweep, bubble screen, sweep around deal. They were comparing him to Tyreek, and I was thinking the same thing.
Right.
I was like, that looked like Tyreek's taller brother.
yeah, with Hardman out, I think it was good. He stepped up and got a touchdown.
Hardman's on IR, bro.
No.
Yeah, they just said it like yesterday or today. No bueno, senor. Yeah.
No bueno.
That's what I'm saying. We need Tony. And I don't know about Juju, bro. Juju's on my fantasy. And, dude, I got him on the bench because they still saying he's questionable. I don't know if he's going to play or not. So we, need him. And Sky Moore doesn't exist anymore. Valdez-Scantling was doing good last week, but he got smacked in the face. So we need Tony to be good, and he had a couple good. We got Kelsey, the number one wideout, Kelsey and Mahomes. This is the pair, but he just needs one other one, a little distraction.
Yeah,
And Tony could be it.
I think so.
I mean, he don't gotta know the whole offense. He just knows how to, just like, if he can be the deep threat, you know what I'm saying? Which he's got the speed, which he don't take intelligence. Just like if that dude can run a stop and go down the sideline, just to open up the whole, you know what I'm saying? And Kelsey running these little crossing routes across the middle where he's trying to sit down, like, I don't know. To me, like, that's almost unstoppable if you got a fast guy and a guy that knows how to work the zone. So we'll see. We need that. Or because Juju is not like a super speed demon big dude. He's more of a smart receiver, a patient receiver. Like Kelsey, like he knows how to find the holes in the zone, knows how to sit down exactly. Find the open spot. But you know what I'm saying? But Tyreek was just like, I'm just going to turn the burners on and just lob that mug and I'm going to go nab it,
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if it makes any difference, for the receivers, I don't know. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, I think, are still questionable. So I don't know if they're going to play. Keenan Allen.
I heard they were going to play, but it'd be their first week back.
Yeah, so if they're back and we're down Mecole, I mean, that's the great thing about Patrick Mahomes.
Mecole is good, but he's not really good wideout. He's good at the jet sweep, and he's good at being a distraction and a little, like, not a distraction, but like a run. He runs back and forth in the backfield to identify the coverages and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, Patrick Mahomes, I mean, he'll find a way. I mean, he might have 4 different receivers with a couple catches.
Yeah, that's true because that's what we do.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, but we're winning. We're taking the points.
For sure. Yeah.
We got those points.
All right, last game, fellas. Monday night, Niners and Cardinals. Niners are 5-4. Cardinals are 4-6. Niners favored by 8 points in this mug. Yeah, that's Steve for the Niners. Niners beat the Chargers last week. Wow, okay. So, I didn't even say what the Chargers did last week. They lost to the Niners. So, yeah, the Chiefs will definitely win. The Chargers just lost to the Niners. But anyways, yeah, the Niners, beat the Chargers. The Cardinals beat the Rams, which the Rams ain't nobody. So, you got Garoppolo. The Cardinals got the number 23 pass D, though. And the Niners got the number 8 pass D. So I'm looking for Murray to struggle. I'm looking for Garoppolo to do mediocre. For number 23 pass D, I may be looking for McCaffrey to throw some weird Julian Edelman down the sideline pass for a touchdown or something, Seriously, I'm taking the Niners. I don't know about no 8 points. They could do it, but I ain't betting on it. What are you saying, Nick? Tell me how you feel, brother.
I'm going Niners for sure. I think as long as Jimmy G manages and doesn't have some turnovers, I'm actually starting the Cardinals defense. So that's what I'm saying. He's prone to a few, but if he just manages the game, 49ers.
I'm going underdogs. I'm going Cardinals. I don't blame y'all.
Say what?
I don't blame y'all, but I'm going Cardinals.
I like it. I want the Cardinals to win.
Back-to-back Monday night upsets. You heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen. Casey calls it. All right, well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the picks. Thanks for tuning in this week. Nick Mullendorf, Dude, thanks for being a guest on Saturday Night Live. Say goodbye to the people.
Until next week.
Till next week.
Casey, say goodbye to the people. Goodbye, our fellow football fanatics. Another episode of Stirring the Pot. Tune in next week where we'll pick the real winners.